my name's Dean Richford and I'm the organising program coordinator with the 100% campaign. So one of the reasons why this poll and the whole lobby day is so important right now is because there's a piece of legislation called the Clean Energy Finance Corporation. It's got the potential to put $40 to $50 billion worth of investment into solar in this country. That legislation is being debated in Parliament right now. We've got polling results from 12,000 people being taken to 40 MPs across this Parliament saying, we want you to support it.
G'day, I'm Elizabeth Zyler. I'm a nurse who lives in Port Augusta. I've been in the area for 20 years and I'm really concerned about what I am seeing happening to the community of Port Augusta.
Yeah, my name's Tony Gleeson. I live in northern New South Wales. I'm involved with Ballina Climate Action Network.
Hello, my name's Kay Reynolds and I've lived in Port Augusta for 40 years. I want my grandchildren and most other people's grandchildren to have good air to breathe.
The coal-fired power plant is approximately 3 kilometres from Port Augusta, so when the wind blows, the soot just covers half of Port Augusta.
Yeah, well, I'm one of 35 people today that are having a number of meetings with politicians. We're bringing to them the results of the big solar survey.
So the poll was a big solar poll, so we went out and showed photographs to people in the streets of some of the great solar thermal power stations and big solar PV stations that have been built around the world, and then we started asking people did they support those installations being built in Australia. We explained government policy, what they thought about that, and then we took those results back here.
My name's Mick Power. I'm from Melbourne. I'm a member of the Yarra Climate Action Network and I'm a regional organiser for Melbourne as well.
My name's Charlie and I'm from the Australian Youth Climate Coalition.
Myself and 2 other volunteers from Queensland and Canberra have caught up with 3 MPs or their advisors now, and we're getting a really great reception from our representatives about the fact that we've spoken to 12,000 people all across Australia, the vast majority of whom support big solar and support government building it here.
There's a lot of talk about Australia sort of stepping out ahead of the rest of the world, but when we look around at the rest of the world and what they're achieving, they're actually achieving a lot more than us. And I think sort of bringing that home to politicians, reminding them that Germany last year installed more solar than all of the world put together did. And they have hardly any solar capacity,
We've joined here today so that we can come and say to the politicians that there's a huge groundswell now, a huge groundswell from the electorate and their voters to say that we want this clean energy.
And that's what's going to scare our politicians. It's when ordinary people start to step up and say, no, I want to see this action happen and I'm going to make that phone call or I'm going to go to Canberra. That's when we're going to see this change happen.